Hey everybody, Papa Wyggzz here. We're doing the NFC East. I know Wyggzz himself did a little bit earlier, so let me just get started here and we'll roll with it. Bear with me here. All right, QB. I know some people might not agree with this one. I went with Jalen Hurts. I know that he can be inconsistent at times, but I'm just out of all four quarterbacks in this division, he's the one I have the most faith in right now, in regards to my dream team. So I do think that with Brown and Goddard and Smith, and now that they got Barkley, he's definitely got the weapons, and I think he's going to have another great year. My RB1, as much as it pains me to say this, I had to go with Barkley. Um, Not a huge Barkley fan, but he did have a decent year with the Giants last year, and I think if he stays healthy, uh, he's gonna probably have another good year with the Eagles. I've got a hunch the Eagles are gonna probably switch their offense around a little bit, so he's probably gonna be more active in it. So I think that he's gonna have a great year. So that's who I went with my RB1. My RB2, this might be a little bit surprising, but I went with Brian Robinson. Uh, I think this guy is going to have a tremendous year. Uh, he did well for me last year, uh, and even though they got Eckler that they brought in, I really think that Robinson is going to be the guy that's going to get the majority of the carries. I think he's going to separate himself during training camp, and he just knows how to score touchdowns. Not that Eckler doesn't, but I just think that Robinson's gonna have a breakout season this year. That's what my gut's telling me. So he's my RB2. RB1. I gotta go with AJ Brown. I know a lot of people are gonna say CeeDee Lamb, and nothing against CeeDee Lamb. I'm just not a huge Cowboy fan, so I think it's really close, but AJ's been putting in the work this offseason. He is a beast. He's been in the weight room. I know that there was some uh, locker room stuff last year, but I think he's going to put that behind him. And I just feel like he is going to have another great year. And he is just a beast of a receiver. So my receiver one is AJ Brown. Receiver two, I got to give it to CeeDee Lamb. Like I said, I'm not a huge Cowboy fan, never have been. But CeeDee Lamb, he's got the goods. He's a beast, and he could very well have a better year than AJ Brown. I'm just not a big believer in Dak. I think that I just think that Brown and Hurts are going to be a better combination, and I just am a bigger believer in Brown. Not taking anything away from Lamb, but he's my wide receiver too. Number three, I know some people would probably go with a different option here, but I'm going with McLaurin because this guy has got a tremendous amount of talent, and he's uh, just they've just had a lot of coaching issues and inconsistencies at quarterback. I just see him and Jaden Daniels just being a great combination. I think McLaurin is is going to have a he's going to be a top 10 receiver this year. I really do. I think he's going to blow it up. I think once Sam Howell figured out things last year, that helped out. I think Dotson is going to step up as their wide receiver two there. With the addition of Eckler in the backfield with Robinson, I think that's just going to open it up more um, for McLaurin. Plus, if Zach Ertz stays healthy this year, that's another. Even though he's an older tight end, Zach has always been pretty consistent. So he's my guy. I think he's going to have a good year. I feel really good about him this year. Tight end, I got to go with Goddard. I think that Goddard is he's going to help not only help AJ Brown and Smith, but he's going to be a great asset for Hertz to go to, and not only in the red zone but over the middle of the field. He's really talented. I think he's the best tight end in this division. I know some people might say Ferguson is from the Cowboys, but I really think Goddard is the top tight end in this division, and so I think he's going to have another good year. Um, my first bench player, uh, I'm going to go. I'm going with Neighbors from the Giants. Um, I was kind of torn about maybe putting him in my starting lineup, but I've got this thing about rookie wide receivers. I think yeah, Puka had was an exception last year, um, but typically rookie wide receivers in their first year kind of struggle, and so and given the fact that he's got Danny Dimes throwing to him, the Giants, I really took a step backwards in their run game, I feel, with Singletary. Nothing against him. I think he's a decent running back, but he's obviously no Barkley. Uh, so I think he's going to struggle at times this year, but he's definitely what I would consider, my top bench guy. My second bench guy, I got to go with Donovan Smith. With Smith, he just signed his contract. I believe he signed a contract. Same with AJ this year. You can argue that they're the best, one of the best wide receiver duos in the league. If AJ were to get hurt, I think Smith would just pick up right where AJ left off. Definitely a tremendous receiver, and I think he's going to have another great year, and he definitely would be one of my guys on my bench. And then my last bench guy for the East, I got to go with Jaden Daniels. I love this guy. I think that he is going to be an outstanding quarterback in the NFL. Like you saw my last video with the North, I'm from Minnesota. I'm a huge Vikings fan, and trust me when I say I was hoping the Vikings could have somehow got him this year. I think the Commanders made a great pick with this guy. I think once he learns to make sure to protect himself, just like Richardson has to learn for the Colts in regards to his running ability, that he is going to be just fine. But I think that this guy is um, going to be a surprise to some people. I know a lot of people are thinking there was a few other quarterbacks in this draft class that might do better. It would not surprise me one bit if Daniels has a better year than Williams. I think the Bears and the Commanders are really close talent wise, but if you look at the talent uh, that he has, I think the talent on the Commanders is definitely a little bit better than what the Bears have. I know the Bears drafted their rookie wide receiver to go with Williams. I know that they picked up Keenan Allen. He's getting older. I get it. They got Swift. But I just think overall, I think Daniels is a much more prepared and going to have a better season, I feel, than Williams. So that's why I put him on my bench. So, anyways, that's the NFC East, guys. Appreciate everybody checking us out. I hope you enjoy the content. Again, please check us out on not only on X, at Fantasy Fools, but also go out to our YouTube channel. Wiggs is going to be post these videos regularly, and he'll have the links out on X to take you to the whole video, so you can see it out on YouTube. We're also out on Instagram. I believe he's got us out on Snapchat as well. Uh, Please, if you do enjoy the content, um, give us a like, give us a follow, subscribe. We definitely appreciate it, and we look forward to providing a bunch of great content all year. So excited about it, and we just hope that this will help people, and especially once we start getting more into the fantasy football type stuff, which you'll see. So we're gonna have all kinds of different content. So anyways, have a great night, and we'll talk soon. Thanks.